Chris Hemsworth is one of the most in-demand action stars in Hollywood, and his exhilarating performance as Tyler Rake in Extraction proves exactly why he's on top of the entertainment world. In the film, which was written by Joe Russo and directed by Sam Hargrave, Hemsworth keeps you on the edge of your seat during his intense fight scenes, while he also delivers on some incredibly poignant emotional moments that make the movie all the more powerful.
Children?
Yeah, son.
Where is he?
He died a few years ago.
He can do drama, he can do comedy, and he can definitely do action. So it's probably no surprise that Chris Hemsworth has kept himself quite busy ever since the film's chart-topping debut last spring. In addition to launching his own fitness brand, helping Thor Ragnarok director Taika Waititi do virtual readings of children's books, engaging in a fun fake feud with Ryan Reynolds, and participating in charity efforts with his fellow Avengers, Hemsworth has been very busy bulking up his filmography even further over the last few months. Here's a look at what Chris Hemsworth has been up to since Extraction. In early December, Chris Hemsworth shared a photo of himself with director Joe Kosinski and actor Miles Teller to announce that production for his upcoming film Escape from Spiderhead had officially commenced. A brief first glimpse of the film was later revealed in January, showing that Hemsworth is going to be as dapper as ever while driving a speedboat in this new sci-fi adventure. The film adapts a thrilling short story by George Saunders that was first published in The New Yorker in 2010. The story centers on a man who is avoiding prison time by participating in a medical experiment of mind-altering serums. Birds of Prey's Journey Smollett also stars in the movie, which was scripted by 6 Underground screenwriters Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick. Chris Hemsworth also took to social media in late January to reveal the start of filming on his 4th Thor movie, Thor: Love and Thunder, which began in Australia with a welcoming ceremony by Indigenous Australians. Like Thor Ragnarok, the film is directed by Taika Waititi and will reportedly incorporate story elements from the run of Marvel's Thor comic books that started in late 2014. Natalie Portman is expected to finally return to her role as Jane Foster in the film, and will herself wield some superpowers this time around, not to mention Mjolnir itself.
Sounds like you had a pretty special and intimate relationship with this hammer, and that losing it was almost comparable to losing a loved one.
It's a nice way of putting it.
Thor: Love and Thunder is also expected to put Hemsworth's God of Thunder on a collision course with some of the Guardians of the Galaxy, including Chris Pratt's Star-Lord and Karen Gillan's Nebula.
Cool? Cool. So cool.
Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie will also return for the film, and Christian Bale has joined the cast as the villain Gore the God Butcher. There are also some reports that Matt Damon might return for Love and Thunder, after making a hilarious cameo in Thor Ragnarok as an actor who portrayed Loki in a stage rendition of Thor: The Dark World.
I'm a trickster.
Yes, so mischievous.
We'll have to wait to see if that rumor comes to fruition. As if he isn't busy enough, the actor has also been working on preparing his body for some time inside the ring for an upcoming biopic about the iconic wrestler Hulk Hogan. The film will be helmed by Joker director Todd Phillips from a script by Scott Silver, and it is expected to follow Hulk Hogan's rise from an amateur fighter in the late 70s into one of the most marketable faces in the World Wrestling Federation in the 80s. Hemsworth teased some of the ways he's been preparing for the role in an interview with Total Film, saying, "I will have to put on more size than I ever have before, even more than I put on for Thor. There is the accent, as well as the physicality and the attitude. It's true, getting the attitude just right is crucial. After all, not just anyone could stand toe-to-toe with actual gremlins."
If I were you, I'd run the rest of Gremlins too, right now! Sorry, folks. It won't happen again.
Meanwhile, upon seeing Hemsworth's fitness photos on Instagram, Hulk Hogan himself gave him a stamp of approval in November, joking on Twitter, "He's already there. He's ready, brother. But is he good looking enough to play me?" In addition to the Hulk Hogan biopic, Hemsworth has also added a few other projects to his upcoming work slate, including a role in Furiosa, the spin-off of George Miller's Mad Max Fury Road. And best of all, Extraction 2 has been greenlit, with another explosive script by Joe Russo. In other words, everything's coming up Hemsworth in 2021, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Thanks for watching. Click the links in our video to watch more from Netflix Film Club. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to get the latest exclusive videos. Plus, hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.